up, Drew? How's it going? What's up, Studevant? Where are we going? Anybody know where we're going? Anybody know where we're going? The lake? Well, we're gonna go get some beer. That's where we're going. We're going to the store to get some beer right now. And then we're gonna go get some catfish. We're gonna pull some catfish out of the water. I'm gonna say that we are in the unofficial opening doorway of the boob right now. Does anybody, I don't even know what's going on. I know that there's like multiple run in the United States. Is that what we got going on? Who? Can you guys list in the comments here if you're, I know that, so what do we have in Minneapolis? How many stations are down in Minneapolis? You've got station downs in every major city? That's what Nuke says. I don't believe that. Is that true? Okay, Houston has a police station down. Which station is it? Yeah, I know that 88th got supposedly overrun in New York City. Is that accurate? Or is that not true? I don't fucking know. All I know is what was going on in the Discord. CNN got trashed. All right. Mitchell says Houston's fine. Do we have confirmation on New York? Is New York 88th precinct down? Okay, when you guys are saying locations, it's down in a city, put like Atlanta police station, and if you know where it's at, put like either the approximate area of the city or which precinct it is or whatever. Yeah, I mean, CNN is like, you know, obviously they're going to, I mean, they're not even, CNN isn't even at the point where they're like going to get hit hard yet. They're going to get hard when the actual boom starts, I'm sure. You're going to have like madmen going there executing people probably. 88, okay, 88. Okay, I guess we're going to have some connectivity issues here. Apparently. We're going to have some connectivity. Somebody in the chat trying to defend a Bass Pro Shop. Yeah, so if you don't know this, if you guys don't know this, so we've got a Discord going and we've got an inside guy in Minneapolis right now. It's and then when I say we have an inside guy, I kind of mean like there is a man that has access to the Discord that is running around in Minneapolis. And it pretty much, I mean, it's like Minneapolis is like all fucked up. It has, just to be aware, like the Discord is just an open free speech platform. It's not like, it's not affiliated to me. I don't even fucking, it's not affiliated to anybody. It's just people inside of a Discord to communicate. Yeah, we've got some certified boot boys in there, but you might want to wait. You might want to wait to wear that title because we're not really, you know, you might want to wait until you see what is really going to go on before you get so fired up about it, because we're kind of, we're in like the prelude right now. We're not in the boot proper. Yeah. Okay. So until we can get some more information, consolidated information about the number of cities, we'll probably have to wait until tomorrow to have like solid fucking intel from people on the ground. There are definitely multiple riots going on in the United States right now, and it appears to be serious, but we don't have confirmation, so we don't know. Yeah. So this is what's up. If you're watching this, and if you are somebody that has who could be perceived as like a threat, you want to make sure that your shit is tight right now. In the minor probability. I mean, we know that when the purges start, it's going to be during chaos. So if you've got shit going on that's soaking up media bandwidth, and they don't have the ability to cover anything else, I don't think it's really when this shit gets out of control, when it feels like the media is saturated in chaos, and maybe some agencies are going to start stretching their legs a little bit. If you wanted an immediate use like legit foliage with a layer of dirt, so you have like live vegetation, or what? Yeah, okay. You guys got me now? I'm gonna grab a hotspot as soon as they get back to the pad. We'll grab a hotspot and we'll set it up out at the pond so that we're not having spotty shit. Right now I'm just driving around. I'm on cellular. I'm on GSM network. All right, we're going in here. We're grabbing some beer. We're going on a beer run. We're gonna do either pale ale or IPA. Fucking flies on button. I'm gonna get like arrested for fucking sexual harassment or something. I was taking a leak earlier out in my grass. Okay. Alright, we got pale ale. We're doing pale ale. So easy. Thank you. You too. Have a great night. I love credit cards. So easy. I just buy stuff I can't even afford. I'm just kidding. I don't have a credit card. You guys ever cancel the credit card? It's like the hardest fucking thing that you can do. Like, when I first like canceled all my credit cards, like I had a shitload of fucking credit, and you know, like I've never like I was always, you know, like I didn't really have any money or anything before I got in the military. So then once I went military, and then of course like military is just like here's all the stuff, you know, and you're like okay, and then so you get like all the bank accounts and credit cards and shit, and then like I never missed a payment, and I like buy, you know, you're pretty much like spending everything that you make like all the time, and you just have $0 all the time, and so the like you build up a shitload of fucking credit, and then when I went to cancel it, like I don't know how long I had the shit. I probably had the shit for like I don't know, a decade maybe, and then when I canceled it, I had to talk to 3 people, like 3 layers. I had to talk to 3 layers of people at the banks. And they asked me if I'd been listening to Dave Ramsey. So we got our beer. We're gonna have to go dig up some worms, and then we're gonna go fishing here. I'm gonna grab a Wi-Fi hotspot and like a chem light or something, and a headlamp, and then we're going to go fucking rip some fucking lips. I'm not texting. Colonel Nicholson says it's hella dank. All right, so Houston did not happen, right? CNN happened. Are they attacking CNN right now? Or did that already happen? Is that already complete? So China war when? 420 Gaming wants to know when the Chinese war is. Don't worry, 420 Gaming, it's fucking coming. You're not gonna fucking miss it. I can tell you that much. This shit takes time. You gotta understand that it's going to be an existential war. So what that means is that, at least perceptually, right, to the masses. So they've got to get everybody to the point where they're pissed off and scared enough to be okay with like wiping out China. Yeah, the shit, so CNN is surrounded. Yeah, so especially like if CNN starts getting taken on and shit, like we're gonna accelerate really quick. So you're gonna start like, if you guys don't know this, the next stage is you're gonna start seeing, you're gonna see demo. Like as soon as you have gunfire, as soon as live rounds created, then you're gonna have like the police are gonna start getting belt feds and demo and shit. They're gonna get like indirect fire weapons and shit, and then that's when it'll get really crazy. And then and then after that, that's when you're gonna see like total diffusion between like you'll see like an increase in military sharing of equipment. So I'm sure that you'll see Brads. Like Brads are like it's almost like an absolute. If you're not familiar with Brads, you don't want to fuck with them. Like a Brad is worse than an M1 Abrams in terms of like going against one. Like you should go up against an Abrams quicker than a Brad. The fucking Brads, if you get hit by a Brad, you're well, you're probably going to lose whatever clothes you have on because it's going to blow them off your body. You're just going to be wearing a little funky. You're going to look like you try to get dressed drunk, and then you're going to be probably like separated in half. That's typically what it looks like when you go up to a Brad engagement for a BDA. Just to be aware. And Brads, you know, Brads have like fully fucking updated equipment, like in terms of their optics and shit. And then you'll probably also see Apaches, which is 30 millimeter, and 30 millimeter is pretty much exactly like a Brad, only like a 25, but bigger and way longer range because they're shooting from the fucking sky. Well, okay, there are okay, there's shoot through buildings, so like you can't be seen. That's the first thing, right? And they have thermal, right? So like you can't have, like, you're not gonna be able to be seen. But they're not gonna be fucking with, like, if you're fucking shooting at people, they're not gonna shoot you unless you're just standing next to somebody that's shooting. Then you'll get hit with one, you know. But if you're just like in your house or something, there's no reason that they're gonna engage you. I'm saying when the people start shooting and combat starts, that's what I'm talking about. Like you're gonna have tit for tat up to the point of at least Brads and Apaches. If it goes that way, it could not go that way for the United States. The Chinese war is definite. Whatever's going to happen in the United States is not definite. It's up in the air. It's totally up in the air. But you better fucking believe that the Fed government is not going to allow people to destabilize. So if you start like taking out CNN and shit like that, then you're gonna get tit for tat, escalation of force. And when you start shooting, that's when you're gonna start running into some stuff that doesn't feel that great to see. Yeah, so they've probably got MRAPs, okay? That's probably, I doubt that they're rolling around in fucking Minneapolis with a Brad. A Brad is a different, we're talking about an entirely designed vehicle. It's entirely designed for like mechanized fighting, so it's like it'll house troops in the back. You'll have like a squad in it, or like a you'll at least have like a team in it. And then you're gonna have like coax and the 25 mic. Am I breaking up? Okay, we're almost back to the pond, and I'm gonna set up, and then we can get into some serious discussion. This is almost like a pre-stream right here. I just want to talk while I was driving. I'm just kind of thinking out loud. Once again, then we'll be able to get into this. We'll crack open this. Oh, there's a rabbit. Hello, Mr. Cottontail. Yeah, if you've never seen 25 mic, you're like gonna be really impressed the first time you see it. Yeah, he said, what isn't up? Duncan said, what isn't up? No shit, right? What isn't up? It's fucking crazy, man. This week is fucking crazy. It's really not much, though, if you think about it. You know, like in the scheme of things, we are going into this pretty gradually. Like this has been a lot of buildup and gradual escalation. It's very gradual. But we are definitely into it now. Like, if people are taking out precincts and shit and protests, that's like you're just gonna have some wagon circling in the government, and then they're gonna put out. They're gonna find a way to. They're gonna find a way. They're just gonna put out basically gonna put out an advisory to increase escalation of force. That's all that's gonna happen. All right. We are in position. I'm going to retrieve. We're going to go grab some worms. We're going to grab a pole and some worms. Let's see. Pole. I don't think I have a hook. I think I lost my hook last time I was fishing. Let's see. Yep. Okay, we need a... Yep, we're going to need a hook. And let's grab that. Yeah, they do have a halon system. A lot of times they're disabled though. But so it's not. I'd say like if you're about to get like if you can't move and you know you're gonna die, it's worth a shot to pull the halon lever. But I wouldn't like approach one doing that. We tested it one time. We had a halon system on a 113, and we actually tested it before we were turning it into a 113 graveyard, and so we were like, let's pull the fucking handle and see what happens. We yanked it, it wouldn't fucking go off. All right, where the fuck are my hooks? Let's see. God, so much shit. Got shit everywhere. My life is a mess. All right. Here we go. We're in business. Okay. We're going to do a number 4. Number 4 hook. I need like a big bobber. I like the big bobbers. I mean, I got lots of little fancy shit, but just like a plain old fashioned fucking bobber is about perfect. That's all right. We'll just use this little guy over here. What are you guys talking about in this chat? Big holes? Yeah. We don't need to talk. Don't be fucking talking about IEDs in here. You're gonna get the fucking stream cut off. You can talk about IEDs if it's not related to government resistance. If you're talking about like current events with government resistance, you don't want to talk about that kind of stuff in the chat. My favorite fish, like what, for eating, or what? What are you talking about? Mark Dugan? Who's Mark Dugan? He's not related to me. For sure, by the way. Oh, my favorite is trout. I like lake trout or rainbow trout is my favorite fish to eat, or salmon. But I also like catfish because it is awesome. Mike trout? What's a Mike trout? Mike trout is the only one that's good. I mean, have you had rainbow? I used to catch rainbow trout up in the mountains, and it was like the most surreal, amazing experience and great eating. I can't. My light is actually shitty in here. I can't fucking see. Yeah, brook trout. I mean, yeah, all the trouts are good. I think my favorite is rainbow trout. I just think they're really pretty, you know. Mudfish. I just mostly eat carp. How's the bass? I mean, it's not. I don't really like bass. I mean, they have huge fucking bass here for catching. If you're just talking about like trophy fishing, is that what you're talking about? Of trophy fishing, they've got huge fucking. I mean, you know, we've got fucking paddlefish in Missouri. If you don't know what paddlefish is, it's a fucking dinosaur fish that is still here. It's in the Missouri River, and they're fucking like 7 feet long, and they have a giant duck bill. And the way that people catch them is they like bring them in with a heavy line, and then they fucking have to go out there with hand hooks, and they shove a fucking hand hook into it to pull it into the shore because they weigh like a lot. They're like very heavy. All right, we're gonna get a headlamp. I guess I took my headlamps out here. Okay. We're gonna go get a different headlamp. You got fucking tigers in Florida? Where are you at in Florida that has tigers? I mean, I know they have like tropic pumas down there. Oh man, I got a hitchhiker in my boot. So annoying. Okay, I'm grabbing a shovel. We're grabbing some fucking worms here. All right. Grab some worms here, boys. They're just going in the pocket. I always meditate. Praying, really. spot, I guess. It's weird. All right. New spot. Let's go here. Clover patch. Clover patch. Clover patch will usually have some new worms in it. That feels nice and soft. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, we got worms in here. Maybe a piece of a worm. There's one. We got like one more, and we'll be good. Okay, there are worms. Now I'll grab a chair. Probably just fucking drive over there. Plug the Wi-Fi in. Let's see that. We're 37 minutes in. We haven't even started fishing yet, but we're getting close. You guys got some worms in your pocket? Yeah, I mean, I have hunted in the past. I mean, I can hunt. I usually don't. I'd probably take venison if there's. I haven't really had a good opportunity here. I see them, but they come through the yard, but not a lot. Okay. Okay, we're grabbing a comfy chair. We got our hot spot. We're grabbing a comfy chair. Oh, fuck it, we'll just sit in the fucking truck bed. I'm just gonna pull the fucking truck up there. Okay, okay. Is everybody still with me? Did I lose everybody or what? We're still good here? Okay. Confirmed. All right, we're in business here. I'm gonna turn on this red light and see what the fuck, so I don't fucking drive into the fucking water. All right. Okay. Here we go. We are infilling to pond fishing operation, May 29th, 2020. Live on Doug's Car Show. We're pulling right the fuck up here. I fucking rip some lips here. Okay. And we're good. I'll just back up. Back it on up. Don't drive in the water. Okay. We should be good right there. Okay. We're set. Let's plug in the fucking hot spot, the cold spot. We are in park. Should probably use my handbrake, even though I never use it. I'll go ahead and use it. Just don't drown. All right. Oh, we need lights, don't we? Fuck. So you guys won't be able to see anything. I mean, I can see, but you're not gonna be able to see shit. All right, we'll go grab some chem lights. We're grabbing some chem lights. Okay, here we go. Oh man. How are you guys doing on Friday night anyway? You guys having a good Friday? What's the status, and can we get an update? Can we get like periodic updates on riots through the stream? You guys, this right here, this is an entire can of CS. It's got all kinds of shit. No chem lights in there. What the fuck? I probably got some in the truck. Here we go. Here's some chem lights. All right. We're going back with chem lights. Hopefully it's enough. I don't know if it'll be enough light. Yeah, CS is chicken soup. Oh, we need our fishing pole too. We wouldn't have gotten very far without that. We better fucking bring that shit. Right? Oh, sorry, I'm like blocking the lens. All right, we're about 95% here. We gotta crack some lights and crack some beers, and then we gotta crack some fucking fat cat, and then we're gonna be good to go. sure that I'm on Wi-Fi. All right, Wi-Fi's going on. Oh, we got red. Those aren't as bright. Let's see what color is this. Okay, this is green. We're just gonna do a shitload of green. That should be pretty bright. These expired in 2012. I don't know if you can see that. 2012 expiration date. Just a little info. Oh, and we need one more thing. Well, we don't really need that. Well, yeah, let's grab it. Let's grab a stand. We're gonna grab a stand. So that way we're not holding the fish, because we're fishing in Missouri, and when you fish in Missouri, you just put your pole in a piece of pipe, or a modified umbrella stand. Oh shit! Sorry, they're just like staring at my light. What the fuck is my? Right. These make really good like a target stand for, like, if you just need to go somewhere with a lightweight target. Like when I used to shoot out in Utah a lot, that's how I got these. So I just ordered like a set of like restaurant umbrella stands. They're fold up, and they're all aluminum, or actually not aluminum, they're light steel. These like light gauge steel, and then you just throw a like I would throw a 2x2 piece of you know, like hollow metal, you know, like a tube, like a square tube. Throw it over the circle and throw in a 2x2 piece of wood. And then you're fucking good to go, and then you just throw your target on top of that. Okay. Alright. Throwing a worm on the hook. Move that down too. Moving the bobber down. Okay, here goes the worm. I guess we're gonna do 2 worms because they're really small. Oh, we got mosquitoes out here. Nice. Big ass mosquitoes. I want to leave a little bit hanging off the tip to get them excited, right? Okay. Get in the position here. All right. Trying to fucking get tight. Oh, I got lots of slack. That's it. Alright, that's good enough. Okay. So we got our line set. We should be, I'll bet we catch something like fucking imminently. Okay. We're busting open the beer here. Is it wild out in CNN land? I'm sure it is. All right, what do we got, guys? What do we got? Oh, we got fish. Oh, we got a big old fucking fish. Okay, we got a cat. Hold up. We got a cat on here. Hang on. We got a cat on the line, boys. Try to bring him in. Oh man, he's pulling down my fucking line. He's pulling down my fucking line. Oh. Okay. All right. All right, we're going to pull him in. Oh, he's not that big. He's small. I can feel it. It's not as heavy as I thought. This one, we're not going to eat this one. Okay, so that's a channel cat. That's the first channel cat of the night. Okay. We got one channel cat. So we're gonna actually he's really small, right? Like that's a pretty small cat, like even for a channel. Channels are a little like a fucking channel cat will be, you know, they'll get pretty they're not as big, but this is, I mean, you could eat this, but I don't want to. But I am gonna get some gloves just so I don't get stung so easy. Because I always get stung at night because I don't pay attention, especially if I'm drinking. So I'm gonna throw on some gloves here. All right, hold still, hold still. Come on, stop it, please. You hear him? He doesn't like being out of the water. Let's get him back in the water. Come on, dude. I'm trying to get you off. Settle down, settle down. Settle down. He's really trying to hook me with his fins. I should have grabbed a pair of pliers. Let's see. Okay, he's out. So if you didn't know this, like the way that you hold a cat, right? So this is a cat. This is a channel catfish. So these right here, these are their fins, and they have a bone. So there's a bone inside of here, and this will, like when you grab them like this, like he's in the erect position, right? And these will stand out, and they're actually like really strong. I can feel them like pressing against my hand right now, and these will actually pierce into your skin. So like when you pick them up, if you go this way, you're okay. But then as soon as you get past the point, he can fucking come back and stick you. So what you do, he's got one on the top. He's got one fin on the top, right there, right? That's his top, and then he's got a fin on each side. So it's 3 points, right? So you don't want to touch those motherfuckers because they'll poke into your skin, and then there's actually a like a minor toxin that gives you skin irritation. So you don't want to. If you hold them underneath, then you're good. Like this right here, I'm like fully erecting his fins, right? So he won't poke me. All right, he's back. Okay, so we're just drinking some beer for a break for a minute because I don't want to be catching catfish this entire fucking time. Okay, sorry. All right. Okay. Oh. All right. What's up, guys? All right. So what do we got going on here? I've been missing the stream because we had a channel on there. We had a channel cat. Yeah, he's purring. Yeah. White House was the White House on lockdown? Okay, Detroit's getting hit right now with the protests. Now, do we have any idea who is coordinating these? Obviously, it's coordinated. Like, this is obviously not organic. So we really don't know anything, is what you guys are trying to tell me. Is that correct? Yeah, it's all at the same time, right? Yeah. So it's obviously like they're obviously, you think it's Soros? Yeah, but how come? Yeah, obviously it's NGOs. But how do I mean, how is nobody? Aren't people fucking learned on this yet? Like they don't know to look out to try to identify the fucking NGOs. They have to be there in order to coordinate. They're probably going through. They probably have at least two. Like at least one, they probably have a minimum one layer of disconnect between them. You know what I mean? What's a riot unicorn? Yeah, I know. Abdullah says good info is hard to get. I know. Nobody's gonna have any fucking idea. Well, here's the thing, right? Everybody that's working on this shit is either gonna be fucking. They're either going to be in on it or they're going to be like trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. Like I'm talking about like organic police department and shit like that. And they're already structured so that like they don't release information. You know what I mean? Because it's a bad system. Basically what happens is you have like secret compartmentalized like standard procedure from intelligence services, and then that's slowly been getting emulated by police departments because they misidentify it as like efficient. You know what I mean? Like they're like, these are what the pros do, the people with lots of money. So that's what we should do. So they emulate it, and it's not actually the right thing to do. It's actually the reason that there's secrecy doesn't have anything to do with national security. It has to do with keeping fucking people from knowing what's going on. So you can run a fucking op up their ass. That's what it's for. All right, should we catch another cat or what? All right, we're catching another cat. Setting up this fucking phone. I guess we'll go the other way. Yeah, no, if you guys didn't know this, like the entire the thing, like people like the secrecy model is developed off of business practices from the 1700s, like 16 and 1700s in Europe, and then it just modified with technology over time, and then you get a ton of like the compartmentalization and shit. That's all from like J.P. Morgan and fucking Rockefeller and shit. Like they implement compartmentalization to keep secrets and shit when they were going through their expansion phase in the United States, and then it got wrapped up into the model for fucking intelligence services, because the people in intelligence services in the beginning were the same fucking people. So all their SOPs and shit are based off of like basically, you know, essentially they're based off of like low level versions of banker SOPs for like international retail finance. And so they don't even understand it. So they think it's high speed because they just see other people doing it, and so they emulate it. And all that they're doing is creating a situation where they can't talk to each other, so they don't have any strength. Secrecy is deceit. Not even necessary. Total illusion. The illusion that like you need secrecy to have strength and to be safe is like not true. It is true if you don't have any people. If you're alone operating against a bunch of people, then it is true, right? But for like a nation state, that's not true. So it doesn't really make much sense. I gotta rinse off my hands here. Here we go. Let's get another cat. Alright. We got a fucking fat stack of worms here. We're gonna get a big one. Maybe I should turn the truck around with headlights and then you guys can see the pond. You wanna do that? Let's do that. Well, shit, then I won't be able to have anywhere to put all my beer. Okay. Alright, here we go, casting out. Set. Now, what we're doing, like if you're doing this style of fishing, what you want to do, you're going to, like there's your line, right? See, it's not taut right there. And I actually recommend red high vis, not green high vis. I just got this on sale. This is like really cheap, and I bought like a whole bulk pack of it. I have enough green line to last me for 2 lifetimes. So we're just going until we're just bringing it in until you start to get minor tension. Like that right there is fucking good enough, because they're just gonna rip it if they hit it. Can we see that? Not really. Okay, that's about how much tension I'm putting into it. So it's not much. I mean, it looks almost kind of loose, right? And then what you do is you watch the tip of this motherfucker, and when you see it bow down, then you know you got a cat. It's pretty easy with channel cat because they're just gonna fucking almost knock over your whole damn pole like an idiot, and then you'll pretty much know what's going on. What's Nova? Nova Scotia? Are you in like a supernova? Like outside the firmament? Oh, Northern Virginia, okay. Gotcha. I thought you meant Nova Scotia or something. Yeah, okay, here. This is Polar Ursidae. Dugan, you said that Alex Jones and InfoWars were bought out. Can you tell us where to find the receipt? Do you mean like how to find their staff, or what are you talking about? Well, possible false flag mass shooting going to take place in Houston. We got the Big Mag in here because we're not fucking around. We're fucking getting ready. We're getting ready for the fucking purge to come here. Except for I don't have any thermals on. That's the only problem. I'll just have to trick him, make him think I'm dumber than I really am. Okay, so we got possible false flag coming down in Houston, apparently. Goodbye on night vision. If you're serious, so I can probably get you, assuming that I haven't talked to this dealer in a couple of years or like 2 years, but I can get you if you're serious about nods and if you need nods for the Boog and like especially if you're like a family member, if you got kids and stuff and you want, I can get you like Gen 3 L3 filmless tubes like PVS 14s brand new from L3 for like 2,500 if you're serious. Don't fucking text me about it or anything if you're not serious. Don't send me a message. DC's getting bad? Okay, yeah. Duncan, Idaho wants to know, Doug, can you differentiate between the bad Boog and the good Boog? Yes. So the bad Boog is the one that is either like a bunch of people that have no idea what's going on, just taking advantage of the chaos to make it worse and inflict suffering on other people. That's like but that's also the simple Boog. Like it's simple to manage, right? You can meet that with force because it's like uncoordinated force. The other part of the bad Boog is the false revolution that's coming. That's going to be the really dangerous one because that's going to be the one where you're going to get a bunch of people swept up into a vacuum that are going to have their energy stolen from them to be used in something that is already controlled, and it's going to be a controlled movement. The good Boog is the decentralized one where everybody becomes defensive minded, like by themselves as individuals and as families. Like whatever your unit level is, if you're an individual, you do it as an individual. If you're a family, you do it as a family. If you're an individual, you should start thinking about making a family, even though it seems counterintuitive right now because everything's going buck wild. It's actually a really good thing if you can get a family going. Yeah, this should be the bad Boog. This is the bad Boog going right now. Now, it can go back and forth. We can have good Boog and bad Boog, like simultaneously. We can have them switch off. We could have a good Boog start, and then they all get killed, and then we have a bad Boog. You know, but the good Boog, well, you really can't kill all the good Boog because as long as there's somebody that's still holding the flame, then you're good. Yeah, what do we got going on? You guys want a parachute flare? Is that what you're saying? I probably got a parachute flare. That's what Lieutenant Colonel says. He says shoot off a parachute flare. You guys want a parachute flare? The Boog talk is boring. Okay. All right, we're gonna get. Hopefully we don't get a bite. I'm gonna go grab a parachute flare. Hopefully I don't get a bite on that. Okay, we're grabbing a parachute flare. Somebody wanted to see a parachute flare pop, so we're gonna pop one off for fun. That'll just be fun. It'll be kind of loud. Hopefully it doesn't wake up the. We will go grab one because of parachute flare. It actually just makes everything better with night vision. You're not gonna like blind night vision. If you wanted to disable night vision, you need to be using like high power lasers that will fucking hurt people's eyes anyway. Okay, so Yeah, no, I walked away from the hotspot. Sorry about that. What do you guys want? You guys want a signal flare or do you want an illumination flare? Signal flare or illumination flare? You can only have one. I'm not shooting both. You have to make a choice. You have to choose. Looks like we don't have a cat on the line yet. You want to loom? Okay, we're gonna do a fucking loom. Headshot the signal flare? How do you headshot it? You're gonna we're gonna hit a fucking target with it? Or do you mean like suicide? Is that what you're talking about? We're probably not gonna do suicide with the flare, if that's what you mean. Doesn't sound like a good idea. Alright, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do this with the camera. We're gonna do it like, yeah, we're gonna do it like, can you guys fucking see me? No. Oh, oops, sorry, I had the camera backwards. Okay. Fuck. Okay. I guess we're doing like this, and you guys are just gonna watch from the ground. Alright, you guys ready? Well, you're not gonna be able to see the flare in the sky though if I put it on the truck. Right now, like this is the motherfucking flare. So you're gonna watch it from the ground. Where's it at? There it is. Right there? Oh, let's fire it straight up in the air. You guys ready? Okay. There we go. Can you see that? There's illumination. So it's actually pretty bright. Are we filming? It's actually pretty bright. It doesn't look that bright right there, but it's actually pretty bright. Did you guys see that? Oh fuck, I was zoomed in, wasn't I? Oops, sorry. I couldn't see because I was holding the fucking camera and the pull cord at the same time. Okay. Hopefully my neighbor's not like, what the fuck? He's like 2 miles away though. I would think it would be pretty cool, personally. Alright. We're tying up the line here. No, flares do not host night vision. I've fucking called, you know, like been on missions where a loom has been brought in, like really fucking bright a loom. It's fucking great with night vision. It just helps everything. It's not gonna fucking blind night vision. Is that what you're talking about? You're talking about flares? We're gonna rip a dip while we're waiting here. I might need to recast. I'm kind of worried we haven't gotten a bite. I may have scared off all the channel cat with the flare. I don't know. Night vision is sick, dog. Well, no, Colonel, I just didn't want you to be like shooting a flare at a bunch of people with nods and then thinking like this will be good, now I can walk out in front of them and then getting hosed. That's the only reason I'm telling you that. You talking about lasers? Is that what you're talking about? Whoa. Yeah, lasers are going to be the next front. Like, people don't know this shit now, but laser tech has just been like moving right along, and the rule of warfare doesn't apply to actual war. It only applies to controlled wars. So you basically had every country has been developing offensive anti-personnel and anti-vehicular lasers for like fucking, I don't know, fucking 50 years, and they're getting pretty high speed now. So like you have like man-portable lasers that are totally, I mean, there's no parabola in the trajectory. It's a fucking light, so it's straight line distance. It actually, a lot of them burn through like atmospheric disturbance pretty well, unless it's like heavy shit, like heavy fog or something. But most of the time, like, you're not even gonna, it'll burn through most of that stuff. And then you're talking like, so for lasers, this is what you got to get. This is what you got to understand. So the lasers, the destructive range is going to be in the end of the visible spectrum up into the infrared spectrum. So you're somewhere from, on the high end, you're at 1300 nanometer wavelength, down to like, I don't know, 600 nanometer wavelength, and that's going to be like your really destructive range. In the middle, that's where like the ultra powerful shit is, in like 800 ish, 900, 1100, depending on the laser. And the motherfuckers will they actually destroy all three like receptive physical layers of the eye. So you get destruction of the nerve, you get destruction of the retina, and you get destruction of the cornea. And for the cornea, you'll actually get like separation, like physical separation, due to fluid off-gassing. So you'll get like the tissue will separate. So it's very similar to like a microwave. So you get like a pop, and you'll get like tissue separation. And so you're talking like shit that cannot be repaired. And the depending on the power of the laser and how tightly it's collimated, you're gonna get like, we're talking that's gonna occur in like less than a half second of exposure. You know what I mean? In some of these high power offensive lasers. And they also work with optics. So like if you are using a scope, you're gonna get the optic is going to refocus an off-angle attack from a laser into your pupil directly. And then if you're using a periscope or something like that, like in a tank, it's going to reflect the laser light like directly into your eyes from a tank. So lasers are actually like one of the best attacks for a button-up tank if they're using glass. If they're using periscopes, like traditional periscope glass, which most modern tanks do. They also have the like camera systems, and if those get hit by the lasers, it's typically, unless they're really high speed and the manufacturers consider that, the fucking laser will destroy the fucking sensor for the optic system. You know what I mean? Yeah, so you really want, you're not going to be able to find safety glasses for the entire range. You're only going to be able to find the approximate range. So I would go for like the middle, or look up the DEWs, direct energy weapons for the threat country that you're planning to defend against. And then look at what they'll actually list, like they have if you do a little Google searching, you can find the measurement of the actual wavelength of the laser weapon systems, and then you can match your eye protection to that. Yeah, it's true. If high power laser, like a vehicle laser or something, will burn through your motherfucking eye pro, because it's delivering so much energy. Oh, I had a hitchhiker in my boot. Oh, fuck. All right, we're gonna have to recast because we're not getting any bites on this cat. So either they just like took the line and didn't tell me about it, or we're like stuck in some mud or something. And they can't even see it. So we're gonna recast here. We're gonna do a recast here. It's actually good because I was like, it looks like I was gonna almost lose my bobber or something. Oh no, my bobber's good. It was just all wonky and sideways and shit. Yeah, basically, so the Geneva Convention is basically just like a peacetime bluff to get people to like stop making weapons. That's all it is. Oh yeah. I feel good about that line. That's gonna be a good line. Secret Service. Okay, so what was that? What was that warning that just came out? Somebody just sent a warning out here. What was that all about? Poe's Law. I think we're getting some fish play here. I think we're getting some fucking fish in here. And some mosquitoes. Oh, protesters almost got into the White House. I can promise you that that's not gonna fucking work. If it did work, it'd just be an inside job. Nobody's fucking getting in the White House. Oi, oi, you got a fishing license there? I don't even know what an EO platform is. Oi, you got an old fisheye license for giving that fish the old fisheye? We're getting some action over here. Well, we're already. Mike, we're already getting fish. Oh, this last cast was kind of shitty. I got like plugged up right in the corner here. But I think we're actually getting play on the line. So like right now a fish is like filleting the worm. There's like a cat down there that's probably like drunken on whatever catfish get drunk on, and he's just like taking the worm. He's like over and over again. Is that flare registered with Her Majesty's Municipal Police? Oi? Don't go to the draft. People keep asking me that. Like, I mean, I get the question, I guess, but I kind of don't, because it's like you're going to have to resist to not get drafted. Like, you understand that, right? Like, you're gonna have to be creative. They're gonna come looking for you in like a civil manner. They're gonna come knock on doors that you have registered addresses on. So you have to not be there, or you have to hide when they come. Like, that's it. And then you have to be prepared to take the civil consequences, whatever they may be. But, you know, if it's important to you, like if you're just wanting to live, then it's like, just get the hell out of Dodge. If you're wanting to do the right thing because you like don't want to do something that is going to be used to destroy the country, then it's like, put yourself, you know, start thinking about it now, putting yourself in the position to be able to resist now by having like places to go. Make yourself a secret spot that only fucking you know about and nobody else knows about. Nobody. You only. I mean, System 3 asked me, do vets hold a grudge against people that are dodged the draft? I mean, maybe, but anybody in the future, this isn't, you guys don't understand if you're asking that. The time that's coming up is not like the past. This is a totally different situation. Like, we're about to fucking lose the United States. Nobody gives a fuck if you're not, like, don't fucking go to the draft, because you're gonna, like, if you feel bad because you're like, I feel like I'm like skating out on the draft and dodging the draft, then don't dodge the fucking draft here, because we're gonna have a fucking war here too. You can fight in that one if you want. It makes a hell of a lot more sense than the fucking Chinese war. You know what I mean? Yeah, dodge that fucking shit. We do not look. I'm okay whether if you're a person that is not comfortable with fighting people, you know, then that is like more power to you. If you're not that person and you're somebody that's gonna be like engaging in combat when it comes down to it, then like, you know, do it for the right reasons and have some respect for human life. You know what I mean? People are going to be in really short supply of like decency, like common decency and good, and we'll need defense here, especially not only from the people that are like going to like do the coup here, but for like all the people that are caught up in the middle that have no idea what's going on. Like, you're gonna have a lot of like random chaos of people just taking advantage of the situation. They're just gonna like, they're not even gonna understand what's going on. They're just gonna identify it as like, you know, they're just gonna get a fucking wild hair up their ass. You know, I mean, shit is crazy. Like, you guys don't understand. Like, when war breaks out, it fucking pulls the fucking mask off people. You know what I mean? And people that you know, that you thought that you knew, you'll just see crazy shit, like, all the time. Like, I can tell, like, I've been on missions before and stuff with people that are competent fucking people, but you get like an ID blast in like a remote village and nobody's around, and it gets to the point where it's like, you're like, hey, you need to like take that pistol out of that guy's fucking mouth. You know what I mean? Like, war is not right for humanity, and unfortunately it happens, and like, it fucking changes people. So when this shit kicks off in the United States, like, you're going to see the most extreme behavior in all domains. Yeah, I mean, I don't think logistically, I don't think that they're not gonna be able to go after 4473s, but they might go after people with like, extensive collections just to like raid their house or whatever and steal all their fucking guns. Like that could happen. Like people that have like house museums and shit with machine guns, that could happen. Um, and then anybody that has, they could line up 4473s with somebody that's like a known dissident. Like if you're publicly a known dissident and you have a fast stack of 4473s, then they could like line that up and use that as just like further justification just to build a case to raid you. I could see that, but they're not gonna go house to house. I mean, that's insane. They wouldn't be able to do it. They'll all die. All right, we're gonna recast. We're not getting any bites. We've only caught one fish this whole time. I've got a lightweight line on. Okay. Doing a worm check here. We got a bobber's fucked up. The occult assassin has been on a list for years. What is going on here? Oh, we did get, so a cat did get on here. Ate most of the worm. Tangled my shit up. That must have been doing the flare or something. I just didn't even see him. All right. You guys okay? We got more worms in our pocket. Fuel filter? Yeah, I've seen them. Oh. I don't like sticking worms on a hook, but it's the only way to catch fish, so I'm not going to use a manufactured bait. This is what fish actually eat, so I actually consider it, in a way, it's like feeding them. Like if you're not harvesting them and you're putting them back, you can feed them the worm. No, I don't think that they're all honey pots. I'm sure that there's some that are honey pots, but they're pretty. The oil filter stuff is pretty extensive, and there's quite a few sellers in a lot of different websites. And I don't think it's too extensive for a honey pot. So I'm sure there's probably like one or two, or maybe when they first started, they were doing it. But like because they advertise the filters as oil filters or whatever, like a solvent filter, solvent trap, because they advertise it like that, you could always just buy one and then just not use it for a while. And then if you get raided, you just be like, well, I thought this was a solvent trap. Like, what the fuck? I want my money back. You know what I mean? Okay, we're recast, and we're fucking good to go. We're gonna catch one on this one. I should have brought out a music box. An oil can? What's an oil can? You're talking about an oil filter? You guys, where we're going, there is going to be, like, you don't have to be worried about constructive intent, okay? We're kind of at the end of those days. Yeah, an oil filter. Yeah, you can use an oil filter. So you get an adapter. You get whatever your thread is to an adapter and an oil filter, and you just put a fucking oil filter on there and shoot it. And you can actually do it. Like if you get a big filter, you can run like AKs like that. It doesn't have to be something small like a 22. They actually work okay. They're not that bad. I mean, you might have a zero. You're gonna have a zero shift a little bit, but for like close range, it's no problem. I guess we're gonna sit up on the truck and drink beer until the fish bites us. Yeah, we're camping out. Yeah, the biggest, like, for suppressed, you really want like 22. Like 22 or 300 blackout is really the way to go. Like in terms of or 9mm, like subsonic heavy grade 9mm. That's really the way to go. Like I would recommend. I would recommend. I don't know. It's tough. I would either recommend like if you're gonna do a 22, you want high capacity, so you want like a Ruger Charger. Because they're short and they they suppress well, they're short, they're very reliable, and you get a lot of rounds. Like if you're gonna do 22, you want a lot of rounds. Like the pistols are cool. Like I've got a Ruger pistol. It's only 10 rounds, you want more rounds than 10. Yeah, I mean if you shoot through an oil filter, you're gonna be, it's gonna be fucking quiet. You're going to suppress it. Now, at a certain pressure threshold, like on some 5.56 guns, it's not gonna like you're gonna eventually find your fucking. I would imagine. I don't know because I haven't tried it, but I'd imagine at some point, because 5.56 is fairly high pressure, you're gonna see your fucking oil can or your oil filter shoot off the end of your fucking gun on one of the rounds that you fire eventually. But like an AK is fairly low pressure. A 7.62 by 39. 9mm, 300 blackout, those are no problem. I've seen pictures of the CP33. I've never shot it. I would love to get one. I think they're really cool. Yeah, for most altitudes in the United States, you're at 1100. You're at 1100 feet per second approximately. Is your sound barrier. Most of Missouri is about 600 feet ASL. That was the Keltec that I have is the 22 Magnum, the CMR 30. So it's like a 30 round 22 Magnum, which is actually, it's pretty sweet if it runs. But I guess I don't know what was going on. It might have been ammo because I was using a weird ammo. Because I just go to like box stores and buy 22 mag. So I have like random boxes of 22 mag for that. And that was probably what was loaded up in the mag. And I probably just never tested. I just loaded up a mag and had it sitting around waiting to test. And I never tested it. And then I just grabbed the gun randomly during a stream. And grabbed the nearest mag and then shot it. Yeah, Missouri. I mean, Missouri. A lot of areas of Missouri are in the floodplain, like in the, what was it, 91 flood? Is that when it was? 94. A lot of shit like by the river, everything goes under. I like some Keltecs. Okay, I have like a P32 that I like, the little pocket pistol. I actually like it. I mean, it is kind of crappy, but I'm cool with it. I almost. Like I was in a pizza parlor one time and somebody walked in, they were like joking. They knew the people that were working there and they walked in like they were going to rob the place. And I was like mentally preparing myself to pull out my P32 that I was carrying and shoot the guy. And I was like not ready to do it because I was like, man, I don't want to shoot anybody with this P32. Like it almost felt like I didn't have a gun. We're not getting a lot of action on this line. I guess I lied about the position here. Yeah, it's fucking trigger is ridiculous. It's like one of the P32 is one of the earliest like plastic pocket pistols. Like before, you didn't have any of that. You didn't have any Glock like single stacks or anything like that. You just had like the early cars were plastic and they're really expensive back then. And then you had like Keltec making some. Deadeye, yeah, Deadeye. Do you know what can we get a status update from anybody in the Discord? Like, can we get a list here of like absolutely confirmed riots that are taking place right now? Like, not bullshit. Like, if it's not confirmed, don't put it on there. But can you list out confirmed riot locations, please? We're gonna recast here to try to grab a cat. Okay, so we got 100%. Put 100% on there if you know that it's a riot. Yeah, we have a Discord. Look for Abdullah in the comments. Abdullah's the master mod for the Discord. All right, so we got Atlanta 100%, CNN 100%. What the fuck is Don Lemon saying? And if I was fucking Don Lemon, I wouldn't be running my mouth. St. Louis, I don't know. I'm about 3 hours east of St. Louis. And I pretty much avoid it, like, at all costs. So we got Detroit and Atlanta are 100%. And CNN. We got Detroit, Atlanta, and CNN. You got Denver, Josh? Denver, Louisville, Columbus. Are those like riots taking place, or are these like planned protests? Like how for sure are we on that? Brooklyn 100%. Holy shit. Okay. Yeah, so I would guess that you've got this is like this. We're in, if it's that widespread, we're in destabilization territory. That was a solid cast right there. We got a good cast on that one. we're going to be picking up some cat here imminently. What exactly are these riots about? They're going to fucking... They're just making everything confusing so they can take over the fucking United States. Yeah. If you guys are new here, like, this channel is basically like, we've taken upon ourselves, we being me, to like try to expose what's going on, which is a world government takeover, if you didn't know that. The United States has like basically on its last leg. I know that that's a surprise because the MSN doesn't tell you that, but that's exactly what the fuck is going on. Sorry to break it to you if that breaks your heart. I'm out here trying to catch some channel cat. We're waiting for all the bullshit to clear so we can tell who the real bad guys are. Yeah, it's fucking bad. I've been trying to warn you motherfuckers for like fucking 6 months. Nobody fucking takes me seriously. Now you're gonna fucking watch it happen. It's gonna get way worse than what it is now. Like, if you're scared right now, you better fucking you better fucking start wearing diapers or something, because you're gonna be shitting your pants here in about a year. Okay, you've also got Fort Wayne, Indiana, Cincinnati, St. Louis has got a riot kicking off. Fuck. I thought about going there, but they said it was 6 p.m. and I wouldn't have even got there until like 8 p.m. at the absolute earliest, and I would have had to like not eat dinner with my family, so I didn't want to do that. Yeah, I carry a Glock 19. If I'm carrying a pistol, I carry a Glock 19. I typically carry, I always carry a rifle. Like, I always have a carbine. So sometimes I don't have a pistol and I just only have a carbine. But I'm sure it's fun. Like, if you see me, I have a carbine. And if I do carry a pistol, it's going to be a Glock 19. I do like the, you know, what are the rounds? What do you mean? Like pistol rounds, Abdullah? What are you talking about? Okay, yeah, so, okay, this is actually a good, okay, we can get into this. This will be interesting, right? Okay, so most people, like, if you're talking to police department or military or anything like that, they are going to be shooting in pistols. They're going to be shooting like an approved hollow point. So that's either going to be like federal HST, guard dog. It's going to be gold dot or whatever the fuck else. I mean, they're all pretty much the same across the United States, like in terms of approved pistol ammunition. So I shot hollow points for a long time, but I had some instances where like I had issues, right? Now, here are the issues that I ran into. So one time I was doing a shoot house with, like, they had some interior rooms that had, like, scaffolding that was supported by telephone poles that were, like, modified telephone poles. And so, like, one of the telephone poles was in a doorway with a target behind it. And the targets were, like, they're like drop targets. So it's like a body made out of cardboard, like a box, like a 3-dimensional target wearing a shirt. So, like, because of the angle and shit and like the way the shoot house was set up and the way we were running it, we were playing like, you know, obviously you have like you don't shoot up on the scaffolding and shit like that, right? So it's basically like 360 degrees, but everything's in play. So like you can shoot through walls and stuff if you know, because that was like the type of training that it was, you know what I mean? Like if you could shoot through it, then you could shoot through it. It was in play. So like I shot through a telephone pole with a like a sidearm, which was it was a Glock 17 with motherfucking, what was it? it was a really tight swaged hollow point, like something with a really close tight swage. So it had a little bit more punch than like a normal hollow point. And I shot through the telephone pole maybe 3 inches off the side of it. So it was maybe like, I don't know, 4 inches of travel through wood. So what the Projo did was it punched through there, and then the target was maybe like a foot behind the pole. So it went into the target, it punched a hole in its shirt, or I mean, it punched a hole. And then when I went to like, I saw the shirt was like stuffed, the shirt for the fucking, the shirt was like stuffed down into the puncture hole. And so like I pulled on the shirt and the fucking bullet popped out. So like that's how low velocity it was after passing through a little bit of wood. So that was like my first like really makes me think. And then like I had another situation where I shot a dog, which I'm not gonna get into, but I had to shoot a dog, and it was with hollow points, and I had the performance wasn't that great. And then the third situation was one time I was like lifting with a bunch of snatch blocks. I was lifting like huge rolls of fence out of the woods that were like big ass heavy rolls, and the fucking like he got caught on another piece of fence, like another roll of fence, so they were like connected, but it was like in mid pickup, so it was just like suspended in air, and I had to kind of like hold it to keep it from swinging. And so I didn't have anything, and there was like a single strand of wire that was like connecting the two, and all I had was my pistol on me. So like I was like suspending one, like holding one bale of wire so that it wouldn't like flip and turn and get all tangled up and shit. And then the snatch block line was like pulling it up, and I only had one hand. And so like I just grabbed my pistol and then held it up to the line and fired. And then like it wouldn't cut the wire. And then I fired and fired and fired. And so I shot like 5 rounds with no effect on the wire. And it was basically like splitting the hollow point. So if you're using FMJ, for example, on a situation like that, you're going to punch through a fence. And I know that because I've done it before. And that was the only reason that I pulled out my pistol to do that. So, you know, like, although people view hollow points as like having greater terminal effect, my personal opinion is that that's not actually true. Like, it's a marketing ploy. So like, I believe for pistols, because you're already talking about a low velocity round, it's already pretty anemic. Like, what kills people with pistols is hitting people in the CNS. Like, that's what kills people. Or if you shoot them and they just like bleed to death or something. But besides that, it's going to be a CNS. Like, if somebody drops from a pistol, it's because you fucking CNS'd them. That's going to happen better with a FMJ than it is with a hollow point. You may not get as much kinetic energy transfer going through, but you don't need it, because the CNS target is about a 3-inch width. And that's like where you have to hit. And the FMJs are going to punch through better. And if they have any material on them, it's going to punch through better. And if they're in a car, it's going to punch through better. And if they're behind a door, it's going to punch through better. And if they're behind a wall, it's going to punch through better. So I don't use hollow points. I use FMJ. Now I do have a fat stack of hollow points. So I do have like mags that still have them in there sometimes, and I do end up carrying them. But, and I'm not used to like just blowing hollow points at the range. But like for booging, yeah, FMJ. Because there's been, like, if you're not aware of this, 9mm, which is you know, like 9mm Parabellum, is an old round, and it's killed a lot of fucking people on the planet. There's no problem. 9mm Parabellum has no problem killing people. If you didn't know that. Yeah, I typically do 124 or 115. I actually like 115 pretty okay. No, I don't shoot lead. Yeah, for subsonic, a lot of times I shoot like the 158s usually for subsonic. Like what, 158 FMJ for 9? That's usually what I shoot. Yeah, I usually shoot M855. Unless I'm doing hand loading or something, then I'll shoot 77 grain. But I usually don't buy 77 grain. Like I don't buy any of that shit because it's always fucking expensive as fuck. Unless you find like IWI, and I don't really want to buy IWI ammo. $77 grain has better performance in most of your barrel lengths for shooting people. Just so that you know. Yeah, Abdullah knows what I'm talking about. I'll bet you do, Zapov. Well, I'll tell you what, Zapov, I've got 1,000 rounds of 9mm tracer that doesn't fucking fire from the Jews that I bought a while ago. Have I ever shot an ET? What the fuck are you talking about? What's an ET? Yeah. So you don't want, for like, especially for rifle, you just want punch, because you're like, especially with an AR, like even like a 14.5 or something, you're already like, you're moving pretty quick on velocity. So it's like you just want to punch shit. Now the only time that I would use 55 grain for like a 5.56 is if we're doing like certain situations with a 20-inch. Or if you're a crazy guy with like a 24-inch AUG, 24-inch AUG with like 50 grain or 55 grain is like insane. Like if you shoot something with it, it's just gonna fucking like vaporize it. I mean, it's just like, it'll turn everything into like a bag of fucking skin. Oh shit, rioters have been dispatched on Chicago PD bikes. I can't believe we haven't had any engagement yet. Like, nobody's shooting anybody yet. It's kind of surprising, honestly. I'm impressed that they're... Yeah, I got a 20-inch. I'll bust out my 20-inch sometimes. So my 20-inch gun is I got an A. It's like an A4. It's suppressed and it's got an ACOG, and it's a lot of fun. Oh, okay, we got a cat, boys. Oh, we lost him. He got off. Let's wait. We're gonna wait. I was fucking talking to you guys, so I lost the cat. But we're gonna wait a second to see if he rebites, if he re-engages, and if not, then we're gonna pull it in and check out the line. He was fucking big. He was like pulling the fucking stick over. He's a big boy. Yeah, the picture, that's my A4. That is my A4 that I'm talking about. It's just like it's almost like a little DMR type shit. Yeah, you too, Spencer. Stay safe, buddy. Nice to see you. Yeah, 12.5s are nice. 12.5s are nice. You can have more than one. 12.5 is like a nice roundabout length. What kind of rod am I using? I don't know. This is like just like a shitty. I think it's like a Shakespeare probably. I'm not really sure. It's just one that I had in my garage up against the wall. I just grabbed it. Well, Pickle Avenger asked me, who do you predict will win the November election, if it even matters? Well, number one, it doesn't fucking matter at all. But I guarantee that's going to be Trump. I can tell you that. Oh, he's on here. All right. No, he's not. Nope, he's not. He got off. Okay. All right, we're gonna restring the line here. Joe Jorgensen. Yeah, no, he's off. He got off. That's all right. Hang on, let me see, make sure I got another worm. Oh shit! I put my dip in my worm pocket. Okay, that's all right. All right, we got another worm. We're good to go, boys. We're fucking good to go. We're getting warmed up. We're gonna grab that bastard. He took off most of the worm. He got most of it on there. Not much left. But we got another one. Oh shit, I dropped my worm. Oh, God. Oh. So one interesting thing when I don't know if anybody's like, if anybody here is a vet and has ever been to Ramadi, like outside of Ramadi there's a large lake called Lake Tharthar, like Thar. I don't know if you're familiar with it. Anyway, I raided Lake Tharthar one time. They had like a bunch of dudes hanging out there, so I raided it. It's like a dam complex, and it pretty much was like, you know that level from fucking James Bond where you go to the dam. It was pretty much like that. Like that was what the raid was like. And then they already killed everybody by the time we got there, so like there wasn't anybody. It was actually like the closest thing that happened was I almost shot one of my own guys because there was a hallway that was like a fucking circle, and then like he was coming around the corner with a light, and I thought it was like, I was like, oh fuck, dude, it's fucking Iranians with fucking flashlights on their guns, bro. And then I like, you know, and then it like took me like a half a second to like be like, wait, that's probably my own guy, and then, you know, I was good to go, but it was pretty intense. So anyway, we were really glad, you know, because we didn't have to kill anybody, and then we just like hung out at the dam for like 5 days waiting to be relieved after the raid, and then we just like fished off the dam with the Iraqi army. It was pretty sweet. It was pretty aesthetic. Yeah, if you don't know, like during raids, so like when you're like raiding in real life and like doing CQB, your fucking shit gets so amped up. Like I don't care unless you're CAG or something, you know, and you do that shit on the reg, or if you're like a Fallujah boy from like '04, and you're just like so fucking like you just don't even give a fuck. So you've lost all your nerve anyway, and the like when you're doing raids and shit, like your mind will play tricks on yourself because you're so like, it's not that you're scared of dying, it's just that you're like wanting to win the chess match, you know, that is CQB. And so like your brain will play tricks on you and tell you that like everything is a mimi. So you want to like resist that so you're not just like getting fratricide and shit like that, and shooting your own fucking guys. Zopov is jaded. What's a maskoof? What's a maskoof fish? Oh, I mean, yeah, I mean, we ate fish on fires, but I don't know if it was called maskoof or not. All right, recast the worm. Recast the worm. Hook is set. Motherfucking hook is set. Okay, we got an update here. So we have now you guys are when you're listening to this shit, when you're listening to these towns, you have confirmation that we have like active riots, right? Like at least like 20 people running around hooliganizing the place. Is that what we're talking? We need a standard here. Or are we just talking about like, or are we just talking like people are talking on Twitter about how they're going to meet up? Detroit's 100%, yeah. So Detroit, Atlanta, Minneapolis. Minneapolis looks like fucking Somalia, and you got Detroit, Atlanta, CNN apparently, all confirmed. DA Carl's my boy, and he says it's all confirmed. And we got, what do you put on here? All right, DA Carl. Here's the roll call. You have 100% confirmation of riots occurring in New York City, Phoenix, Arizona, Omaha, Nebraska, St. Louis, Missouri, Ferguson, Missouri, Denver, Colorado, Detroit, Michigan, Chicago, Illinois, and Cleveland, Ohio. Now we're just waiting on a fucking cat. Hey, we appreciate that update, Carl. Thank you. And apparently somebody's trying to raid fucking DC White House, supposedly. Well, what happened in those places, Scott's asking what happened. So we had, in the Discord, we actually had a guy in Minnesota going around a live stream. I couldn't see towards the end because my feed got disconnected I couldn't see his video, but he was like inside of a police station that was like burned out and it still had shit in it. So he was like walking around in a fucking precinct with like no personnel there. That's how fucking bad it is. Yeah, and he got a rapier out of the police station, like a sword, like a ceremonial sword. Which I don't think you guys shouldn't be just like taking shit just because of the risk to you. I don't want you guys to get hurt. That material is not worth getting hurt over. But I'm not in charge of the fucking Discord. It's just a channel for people to discuss information. No affiliation. It's just people talking. Fuck yeah, they clear out the army for now. For now, at some point, there's a lot of fucking ASPs in the United States for like military and state level, and if this shit goes like bananas, I mean, well, you're probably gonna have like the armors, like whoever the responsible party is for the ASPs, are probably going to like take whatever they can take. But they're probably not all going to be able to move them out. So you're going to, that'll get interesting when that happens. Yeah, I can promise you that full automatic will be illegal again for a time, depending on, I don't know if it'll be like that forever, depending on how this whole thing ends up, but you're going to have fucking, I mean, it's going to go, we're going to have some Wild West shit going on here pretty soon. Yeah. The actual boog. I'm gonna ease Zapov's like layered concern here. So the actual boog is that we are going to free humanity. That is what's really going to go on. So we are going to create a situation where human beings cannot be abused or taken advantage of, and cannot be warred against each other by using their identity groups. And so that people can, we're going to do that by establishing systems within what we've already established so that, you know, people don't have a problem with it. And we're going to provide things in mass for people's consumptive use so they don't have to work so much. So they're gonna stop working as much. They're going to we're gonna try to put a backstop on the potential of starvation, which is a common tactic in major warfare. Like all major wars have massive starvations that kill off populations. It's actually like a weaponized starvation as a weapon. And so we're gonna put a backstop on that. That's pretty close. We're still probably like 6 months out on the Wild Corps from getting federal exemption, which is necessary to make it kick off. Like we're still operational right now if we want to, but we're not going to start soliciting donations and shit until we get Fed exemption, because that's going to be like the economic engine that drives it to be able to spread across the United States. Okay, you got San Jose and LA. Yeah, I second that. I say sunstrokes are good to go. I also like sunflowers. Sunflowers are really underrated. Sunflowers, you're gonna get like protein off the seed, and they pretty much grow like weeds. Like especially if you plant a crop of sunflower seeds and then harvest the sunflowers with the new seeds, you're gonna have them selected. You can select them down for your, you know, climate and environment and soil, and then you're gonna get like a really easy to grow protein source. You can also get oil off of sunflower. Wait, what is this guy? Hang on. Wrong. Folks need to work more, just not in surrogate jobs. No, people need to work fucking less. People are working way too much. They're also entirely materialistic because everything is run by money. What needs to happen is that people need to have a non-exploitative system to exist in that is not centered around money, that is centered around providing necessary resources for people that they consume to live, and to get rid of like the superfluous shit. So that if that's their goal, if they want superfluous shit, then they can go out and make it with their own energy and not exploit other people to make it for them. They can make their own shit, and then we're all gonna get time to figure out what life is really about. Right now, the case is in the entire world that everybody, despite all the technological advantage, people are working more now than they ever have. And when I say work, I don't mean like lifting objects and shit. Like you're gonna do that on your own time. I'm talking about like having to go somewhere and work there out of the consideration of fucking money. Yeah, exactly. Everyone right now is completely stifled from birth to death, and it's a huge waste, because imagine how many generations have like been alive in this current situation, and like they like went through their entire life, like probably up until the end, and at the very end they figure out like family is important, and thinking and learning about God is important. They figure all that shit out once they're fucking old and gonna die anyway, and then, you know, which is fine, but this isn't the right way for us to live. We need to have a lot more. We need to set up. We're going to set up a system that's non-exploitative and that allows people to own property, because you can't own any property right now. If you didn't know that. Oh, here, I better actually put the shit. Let's put the fucking shit in the trunk. We're gonna go grab a charger so that we don't die here. We do have a line out. We don't have any bites on it. I'm gonna grab a new headlamp also. this one's got a weak ass battery on it. What Mark Zuckerberg do? Well, the DMT trip is actually in your brain now. You just can't see it, but it's all there. Got the handbrake on. I forgot about that. I never used the handbrake. All right, we're grabbing some new shit here. We're just gonna drive through the weeds. We're gonna the poles just chilling out there, calling a cat. How's our fuel? Oh, okay, we're good. All right, we're gonna grab a charger here. Oh fuck, we actually had one in the car. Okay, we're already good to go. All right, we got a charger. I'm gonna grab some more worms while I'm out here because I just used my last wormer thing. Because these cats are fucking hungry. These cats are just like eating these worms. Wait, are you talking about me? Do I smoke weed? I don't do any drugs. I do drink beer. But it's I like fermented drinks. In general, and fermented foods. I don't smoke weed. I have smoked weed before when I was like a child. I don't think it's a very useful use of your time here on planet Earth. We are here. You guys want to see some worms? Dude, Joe Rogan, fucking DMT, bro. Yeah, I mean, people. So like drugs, you know, like people are gonna do what they're gonna do, and people always use, you know, things. Like, here's the thing, right? What we're really talking about when we're talking about drugs is we're talking about a stress response to the inadequacy of the way that seeking ways to escape. That is what we're talking about. Okay, these catfish fucking love these things. If you get a big one, you got to be careful because they actually have really strong jaws. They'll fucking bite the shit out of you. And if you didn't know this, if you're ever looking for worms, like I always dig my worms, right? Like I don't botch. This is actually like clover patches because of the way the clover interacts with soil. It actually breaks up your soil, and then it's going to be really rich with worms. So anywhere that there's a clover patch, that's where you go to get fucking worms. And then don't just check the hole. Like I'm just checking the hole right now, just to see what's in there. You check the clod of dirt that you take out of the hole. That's where a lot of the worms are going to be. Holy shit, are we back? Are we back? Sorry about that. We went down to 1% on battery and then the phone like disconnected. I was going to start a second stream, but I guess we're good. Are we good? I just got a fat grip of worms in my pocket. Yeah, I got busted by YouTube police. They're like, oi, you got a license for the worms? By the way, I'm on private property. Just I don't want you guys to like watch this and get inspired to like go drinking and driving. I'm like on a fucking field that has no road. It's my field. We were driving through bushes in a fenced-in property with no fucking people within miles. Oh yeah. I think we got a fucking fish on here, boys. I think we got a cat. It looks like we just got a cat fucking circling around here. So, my headlamp's dying. I'm gonna take that off. And then, you tell me if this is a cat. Where is the motherfucker? Oh, it went under. Yep, we got a cat on the line. Okay. Well, we better get this cat. Get some gloves. He's trying to get away without a license. It's a little baby. Yeah, that's like a brand new. It's like a brand new catfish. She's like just born today or something. Oh man, I don't know if I'm gonna get this out. It's so small. Oh, that's a bad stick. Oh, we got Yotis out here now. He might not make it. There's like a bad hook on this guy. had the hook off. It's pretty rough though. I don't know if he's gonna make it.
Oh shit, he's stuck in my glove. He's stuck in my glove. He got me pinned. He doesn't even have a license for the fins, boys.
That's how intense their fucking fins are. Oh shit. Sorry about that. Yeah, I mean, you could cut the hook, but then you'd have to reset it. I don't have any pliers on me. I mean, I could get it out. It was just the problem is that sometimes, you know, like with the way that hook's set, you can get it like on a small fish. It's really bad. Like the small fish have less survivability, unfortunately, and that's just kind of like the nature of fishing, you know. So you could not fish, and you can just buy all your food in the store, but you know. Yeah, and you can use him as bait. I mean, he'll be eaten. Like, I don't think he's going to make it because it's pretty, you know, like the hook is pretty big compared to his body size. So he's probably not going to make it, but he will be consumed in the pond by other animals. I mean, there are a lot of animals in the pond. So I guess the mayor of California is calling a broken arrow situation for Minneapolis. Yeah, you should. Zopov is right. You should respect nature. It's unfortunately, like, you know, it is a paradox of our existence that we have to destroy. Like, we displace by our existence, just merely being here on the planet. We displace other life by being here. There is no neutrality, and where you can be conscious to save life, you should save life. Just when you drive around, you run over ants. $420S, what's the point of sending National Guard with no mags? Or no, Aaron asked that. I'm sure they do have mags, but, you know, they're not at the point yet where they're gonna like stick them on the public and go into like full blown engagement. Oh man, we got coyotes right here. We got fucking coyote right the fuck. We have a coyote like 30 feet away from us. Well, probably more than that, probably 100 yards. No, we're not gonna shoot the coyotes, they're fun. All right, new worm. We're gonna set up a worm here and I am gonna get my rifle, but just in case we run up on it. Just in case the coyotes try to run up with their gun up. But I really just needed a beer. That's what I really need. I'm gonna go see how close he is. He's actually not that close. He's over 200 yards. Okay. Is there a new development here? Well, yeah, Mark, you can shoot coyotes here too. I just don't shoot them because they're in their home. I mean, unless you wanted like a coyote skin or something. A Secret Service agent just down? Are you fucking shitting me? No, coyotes are very special creatures. Oh, he was hit with a brick. Okay, well, he'll probably recover, I would guess. I mean, yeah, they will eat your cats if you have cats running around. I mean, that's fair game. They're gonna evac Trump. Rumors they're evacuating Trump. So if it's that serious, if that's true, I don't know if that's true. This might be like we might be blowing up here. If it's really that far, then I would say that you got a fucking coup going on. Okay. So this is what we gotta do. We gotta start a new live stream because I'm gonna have to do an announcement here if it's fucking this bad. Can we get confirmation, Abdullah? Do I have any mods in here, Abdullah, or anybody that knows what the fuck's going on? I guess we're gonna take a break from fishing real quick. We're not gonna go to Discord. I just need a fucking confirmation to figure out exactly what's going on because I'm not plugged in right now. Alright, we're back in the truck here. What do we got? What do we got here? Sorry about the headline. There we go. Let's see. Okay, so somebody just said, holy shit, my fingers are covering my screen with mud. Can I get any confirmation on DC? Can somebody please give me a consolidated update on what the fuck is going on with these fucking protests? Okay, so we don't actually have fucking Broken Arrow situation here? Is that what you're telling me? Just rumors. Okay. All right, so they did have like a slight incursion into the White House, and then they pushed them back. Is that correct? Is that what we're looking at? Why don't you guys just call up the White House and ask them? Okay, letter bomb says in all capitals that they're trying to take down barriers around the White House. I kind of doubt that because I know that, like, if that's true, then it's probably like a fucking parking lot barrier, because if they're actually like breaching the White House, they're all gonna get fucking shot. They took the Navy. What the fuck does that mean? Protesters overwhelmed the Navy, the United States Navy. Is that what you're claiming here? The College Football Hall of Fame has been destroyed. So we're taking some pretty heavy losses here. No, this is the beginning of the end, but it's going to be a long process. It's not going to be fucking like this week or something. We're talking like years. But this is the beginning of it. Rest assured, we are. So this is what I'm going to do. Everybody that's in here, we're going to launch a new stream, and it is going to be. I'm going to say that we are in. I'm going to call the opening of the booth. I'm drinking a pale ale. So we're going to start a new stream. I'm closing out the stream. We're starting a new one. We're going to have more dialogue in this one. We're taking a little fishing break. And we're going to call the boog, okay? All right, see you in a minute.